This video presents the workflow on how to use LogScope Fiber. So we open LogScope Fiber and I'm just going to increase the window like so, and then we'll just expand it a little bit, and then we just drag and drop the file that we want to put on. We use the bar to go to the raw and it displays it normalized by trace. We can play with the normalization by going to view and switching off the trace normalization, and then we can manipulate the normalization by going to the bar down the bottom, and we can change it to be a fixed scale range that we set up. If we go back to view normalized by trace, we can then switch it back to normalized by trace. Now we are going to go to export, and we're going to export the data, and we're going to use the full range, but we're going to change the interval to 4 meters. This means every depth sample will be 4 meters. We then set up that the raw data to be exported at 2000 samples, and this is done in this next little bit here. So we change the array size from 300 to 2000. And then you make sure that you round the information to the nearest minute or nearest section. We're then going to set up the frequency, and we're going to make this 1000 size array. We're going to switch off the auto array size, and we're going to set the minimum and maximum to be logarithmic 1 to 5000. Note the tick box for logarithmic. At this point we're ready to export, so we simply hit the export button. I'm changing the file name, and we simply hit the save button, and it will start to export the data. It took about 30 seconds to export, and we've sped it up here so not to waste time. The next step, once it's exported, is we're going to put the file into LogScope. I'm going to close down LogScope Fiber by just hitting the X button, and then I'm going to fire up LogScope from the main menu, and then I'm going to select Add New and choose the LogScope Fiber directory. Choose the file that I wish to load. As indicated, this file is a dlist file, and the metadata, that's the time range and the frequency range, are exported in the dlist file and can be loaded directly into LogScope. You also note that if you've loaded it before, it gives you the opportunity to create a new file, which we'll do here, or you can overwrite or cancel. So we're going to load a LogScope Fiber presentation that shows it, and I've called it Basic LSF, and we're now going to load it, and it just basically has two panels showing the input data and the frequency twice in the plot, and you can sort of see that it's there. Then if we go to the scale, we can change it to full scale, and you can see the whole plot. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much.